Today I'm going to be talking about banned foods in the US. I have 3 on my list that I'm going to talk about. The first one is Kinder Surprise eggs, and the FDA banned the sale of all food products that contain non-nutritive objects, like toys and stuff. That was 80 years ago. The European Kinder Surprise chocolate eggs contain a non-edible toy inside, and that falls under this category. The hollow candy egg is a hit overseas. There have been multiple petitions and campaigns advocating to legalize it in the USA here. And that's been going on for several years. But according to an article from the Wall Street Journal, as of 2018, the U.S. Customs and Border Protection has seized over 160,000 Kinder Surprise eggs just from travelers' baggage and from international mail shipments since 2016. As of 2018, though, a different version of the chocolate treat called Kinder Joy is available in the US, as the packaging keeps the toy separate from the candy, with each side of the egg covered in plastic wrap. With each side of this candy egg covered in plastic wrap. So therefore, the candy and the actual toy don't touch. And so therefore, one of the best candy from out of state, out of country, is legal here. The second one today is a Scottish dish. It's called haggis. And haggis is a pudding. I wouldn't call it savory. I wouldn't call it delicious. I wouldn't even try it, because it consists of sheep's heart, sheep's lung, and sheep's liver, among other ingredients, which I won't name because they make it sound a little bit better. Now, I don't understand why someone would eat this. But I guess Scottish people like it because it is served within the stomach of the sheep it was cut out. The organs were cut out of. And it is traditionally consumed on Burns Night in Scotland, in a countrywide event that honors a Scottish poet named Robert Burns. Was this like his favorite meal? Because I have some concerns for you, Robert Burns. But the Scottish heritage living in the U.S. cannot dine on haggis due to the ban the USDA placed on the sale of sheep's lung 47 some years ago. The ban was set in place in light of the emergence that the degenerative disease named Scrapie, which affects the central nervous system in a sheep. And I wouldn't eat that, even if it were illegal. It sounds so disgusting. Like, why would somebody eat the heart of a sheep? It is wrong. It is. Why would you eat a sheep's organs? I get eating their meat. I've never had sheep meat, but I hear it's good. But I don't know why you would eat the insides of a sheep. Same thing goes this next one. I am not a big seafoodie. I personally think seafood is disgusting. So when I heard that people eat a giant mollusk, I was skeptical. Then I kept reading, and it said that the queen conch is described as a large marine mollusk that typically ranges from 6 to 9 inches in length. Now, that's a pretty big sea thing. Not as big as, spider crabs or whatever. But it's pretty big. It's almost as long as my arm. I would say I could put a ruler on my arm and it'd go at least up to my I would hope that it at least goes up to my elbow. It goes to at least up to my elbow. But 9 inches is like almost halfway up to my elbow. And I'm scared. I'm scared because of how big this thing is. I make jokes all the time about how the creatures in the ocean are gonna take over the land. I crack jokes about ketchup taking over the world. This scares me. I think that the fish are evolving. I'm scared. I don't know why somebody would eat such a big fish. It's not even a fish. It's like a giant clam, basically. And I'm scared. Because who in their right mind would eat something that big? Because I understand it's big. It'll make me full. But why seafood? Why is there a mollusk this big? It's like, who in their right mind would ever do this? So, I'm gonna finish telling you about it. But first, I want you to contemplate. I want you to pause the video. Pause the video and contemplate. How long 6 to 9 inches is compared to your arm? Can you contemplate that for just a second? Just a second. Finishing this up, according to the NOAA Fisheries, commercial and recreational harvest is generally banned in the U.S. federal waters. The species is often eaten in chokes. That's the end of the video for today. Goodbye.
How does a bastard orphan son of a whore and a Scotsman dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean by Providence, impoverished and squalor, grow up to be a hero and a scholar? The $10 fountain